Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon the series, the beginning episode talks. Here we are, second to last episode, boys, and we made it back to Palatown. And Tracy is curious which of the sketchbooks he's going to show to Professor Oak, which ones are the best. However, we can't debate that now because we gotta go to Ash's place, because that is a place where we can just rest while Tracy does his thing, you know? So we arrived there, and it seems like no one's home, but then Brocco is here, baby. Oh my god, it's been so long outside of that little cameo with the movie. Outside of that one, the little cameo, it has been so long since we've seen the boy, and he has trauma over Professor Ivy because that name, which I still think is funny. So then Mom comes home and she's happy to see Pikachu, and then we get the explanation of how Brock ended up here in a way, and that is the fact that apparently Mom and Mr. Mime were out working, you know, like doing groceries, and when on the way back they stepped on something, they heard something, so they kept going back and forth about the noise, and it turns out they were just stepping on Brock the whole time. Also, Misty speculates, and probably is confirmed, that Brock is upset about Professor Ivy because she rejected him or broke up with him or whatever, I don't know, but she rejected him basically. That's it, and that broke his heart. So then he fights with Mr. Mime in order to do chores because he is the one who wants to do chores for some reason, and then Mom is going to make some food, but Tracy really wants to go to Professor Oak's place, so we're gonna go there while Mom makes the food, I guess. But first, we give the winner's trophy to Mummy. So now it's time to go to Professor Oak, and on the way, Team Rocket learn that Brock is back, but also want to steal the Pokemon from Oak's lab. Classic thing. So then they arrive at Professor Oak's lab, but it seems like no one's home until Muck comes around the corner, and it turns out Professor Oak was under him because of the fact that, well, Muck kind of absorbed Professor Oak after Professor Oak tried to defeat the Pokemon. Classic Muck. You gotta love Muck. So then Tracy is very happy to meet him. Ash gives the GS ball to him. What a wasted opportunity. Because of the fourth movie, that was horribly wasted, because I'll tell you this, I don't know if I've ever said this, so I'm gonna say it now. Basically, the GS ball was planned to be a story arc in the Johto region, and inside that thing was going to be Celebi. Then the fourth movie was going to be made, so they dropped it in favor of the fourth movie, even though I feel like maybe they should have incorporated the GS ball into the fourth movie, so that, you know, it wouldn't have been such a waste of time. But whatever. Anyway, we go to the backyard, and we see Snorlax eating and then going to sleep. We also see a bunch of Tauros running, so Ash sends out his Tauros to go along with the rest of his Tauros. And then afterwards, we get the god himself, Kingler, still undefeated up to this point. We're not in the season 5 yet, but still undefeated so far. And Kingler, you are looking nice and very much still interested in cookies, which I don't know, maybe he means cookies, you know, like the food, or maybe he means the internet stuff. I have no idea. But then Professor Oak looks at Tracy, who is sketching. However, then Team Rocket surrounds the lab with a gigantic tent, and then Team Rocket goes inside, do their motto, obviously, with the whole like circus motif, which I actually like. Also, they ask why Brock is back, and Brock grabs James's parasol and goes up to the line and is like, that name, which I thought was funny. So now it's time to battle. So Ash wants to send in Pikachu, but Muck wants to get, I don't know, Muck wants to just go into battle, I guess. He doesn't really want to get even, but he wants to get into battle. So Muck goes into battle, instantly hugs Jessie, and also Razor Leaf does nothing to Muck. So then Muck somehow poison gases Victory Bell, which that's not possible though. I forgot Generation 1 mechanics, but I thought a poison type Pokemon could not be poisoned. Or is it Generation 1 different? I have no idea. But anyway, afterwards, licking Muck also doesn't work because Muck apparently likes it. However, what will work on Muck is Victory Bell Sleep Powder. So before Ash can send in another Pokemon, which by the way, he has Pokemon all around the place. Why don't they do anything? Whatever. Anyway, they get caught by Team Rocket. And then, wait, what? What does suck the balls? Oh, yeah, I remember now. I wrote in my notes, suck the balls. But anyway, Team Rocket then has a gigantic vacuum, and they suck in all of the Pokeballs, even the GS ball, and some sketches as well. So now, there's no way to stop Team Rocket, because even though they are tied up, I feel like Ash could still throw down his Pokeball. As you saw in the Magikarp episode earlier, he has ways to get Pokeballs out and be able to use them. But don't worry about that, because a Nidoqueen opens up the tent, and it's Gary's. He's here, and Nidoqueen takes care of Team Rocket with the power of strength. Always respected Nidoqueen. I think that she is a fantastic Pokemon. It's just difficult to choose between the two, so I choose neither, because they're poison types. That's really why I don't choose them, because in Kanto, Bulbasaur is also a poison type, so it's kind of a little bit type overlap. And in Johto, I kind of need a rock ground type, or at least like either Onyx or Geodude in order to be able to get that first batch. And then I either will have Steelix or Golem, mainly Steelix. But I'll have Steelix on the team, and that is an overlap with Nidoking and Nidoqueen. So, yeah, it's never really meant for them. Can they get regional forms so that I might be able to use them? Then afterwards, Nidoqueen frees the squad. And apparently Gary has been traveling around, and he is now much stronger than he was back in the Indigo League. And then Ash is, well, he's a bit fired up. So he challenges Gary to a battle. And that is how the episode ends. So in the next episode, we're finally gonna have our tie-in to Pokemon Yellow. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I thought the episode was great. It was really funny with the whole Ivy stuff. Happy to see Brock back. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like, subscribe if you're new, if you're not already. Turn on notifications. Don't forget, check out the last channel link description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time when we have the Ash versus Gary. And can you believe this will be their first battle? People always say that Gary is such a fantastic rival, but throughout Kanto, Ash never battled him. Ash has had two battles over the course of the original series, and then afterwards he had another battle with Gary at the end of Battle Frontier. But 2 battles in the original series. You want to call that a good rival? No. Sorry, Gary, but you are just you talk, but you're not really a rival, you know? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time for that match. Bye!